Until the forget. We gonna cook something. Shit is getting cooked today. I ain't gonna hold you. Shit is getting cooked today. I ain't playing. We ain't even changing the jerseys right now. We getting straight to it. Ain't changing no jerseys. Yo. Okay, my son got the Seahawks. Let me find out. Niggas is bringing new teams on me.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here. Between the Cleveland
DK
Browns
Metcalf can't
and
keep
the
stronger than
Seattle
anybody on my
Seahawks.
team. We gonna see. And I gotta say, I show DK what a real Metcalf is.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Seattle. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to swim across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Gino on first down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's dropped right at the 40.
He gonna get some niggas hurt.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally too.
He gonna get them niggas
And
hurt.
that's what
Watch.
you count on, and I like what you just said.
Y'all ready?
First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Smith.
Oh, I'm official. I'm getting better.
Anthony Walker.
That was official,
Are
Joe.
going to take possession
That was
of the
official.
football.
That was official. Hold on.
Far from
That
ideal
was
start
official. I
here
gotta
with a
clip
pick
that because I
on
did
the
that
opening drive.
myself.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they
get out
don't
the way.
panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
I felt
2
that.
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win, and the defense has caught him.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37. It's a gain of 6.
I like how y'all move about it. Get the fuck out my way, situation. Come on.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Crazy.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
We got him. Good defense, fellas. Play defense.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Good defense.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
On that guy.
Gino down a throw.
On that guy. Oh, that was my
Left
pick.
side complete
Fuck,
to
that's
Lockett.
a touchdown.
And some room to run now. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown Seahawks. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was absolutely there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Let's get right.
The Browns drive about to get started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now Chubb running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. The run for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. To throw is Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have moved out in front. The York on now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7.
Play defense now, fellas. Come on. That nut shit we just did and gave up a touchdown, son. On no short pass. Come on, son. That nigga burning us.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Even though that's my team, but I don't know, not against me.
And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
I want to see our best defense, man.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Smith. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Gino. Double team and it's intercepted.
Good fucking pick.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taking it about the 1. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Why do he keep beating y'all on the line?
They had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb.
Oh, they...
An even 100 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give running right is Chubb. To about the 35, 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd.
You let him go 71? That's my fault for even being too close to you.
We have not seen that much today. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Ref not even saying nothing. This shit crazy. Face smashing my lineman on crazy. Like.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards.
Shit like a hockey right now.
Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Don't go no further than that.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's got his tight end fan. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
On first down, Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Smith throwing again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Play action. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Off of play action, here's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Geno. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a first down throw, Watson. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 114 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And again, it's Chubb. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. York able to send this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
Yo, how did
So
that
he
sack
went on the
reach
sideline
me,
for his
son?
first
That
chance
was
in the
not
ball game,
clear.
and it didn't come
That shit
until
was
the
supposed to
fourth
go
quarter, but he connects there.
to my
Big one
son
gives
in
the
an
lead.
end
You
zone,
talk about
son.
coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
Yo, come on, son.
And he is going to have a
No way he's not tackling that out of his hand. Like, everybody, come on.
keep the drive
This
alive.
game is Luke Reed, son.
Middle, here's Walker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Smith now to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Smith. The end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And we know that this crowd really wants to explode. What a win this would be. They had a shot at the end zone right there, and it fell incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Yo! Oh my God! So what is he drinking?
Now the focus is really
Yo! Game done. You catch that, homie?
either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Yo! He didn't catch that, son. Nah, son.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They snap it to Smith.
Son, what?
Touchdown, and it's likely the game winner.
Yeah.
Closing stages.
Alright.
What an outstanding
How
drive.
that go through my head? I ain't
Charles
catching
didn't
it.
leave
He
their
caught it.
opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win. But they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The return from his end zone is Grant. Now a crease.
Oh my God, son! Why you tripped just now, son? Oh my God, I was gone. That'd have been the most epic one. Nigga, kick return and end it. Yeah.
The Browns drive about to get started.
What's up to you,
And the
Chubb?
points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
One last throw here for Watson.
Oh yeah.
And he's in for
Golden!
the winning score.
Go 10!
Time.
Go 10!
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time.
Go 10!
Gas
Who just seen that?
No way you could have drawn up a
Go.
big final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well.
Nigga gave me 12 seconds and I came back and I ate that just now. Stop playing with me. Golden. Golden. Nigga swung that 3 times in 12, nigga. Your boy slung that 3 times in 12 seconds. Hang. Hold all of those. Yo. Yo, that was major figures, son. That was major figures. Like, that was major. That was nigga K threw a slow 3. Come on, 3, Katie. Yo, nah, son. That's what you call a comeback. That's what you call a comeback, son. That's how you know it's gonna be a good thing. Son said, 6. Hold one more. We have to dub. 1 second left. Hold one more. Touchdown. Nah, so that was official. In 12 seconds? Nah, that was official, son. That was official. 12 seconds? That was official. And I didn't even really get to hit the blunt yet. Right? Oh, duct tape, huh? Duct shit for duct tape. I'm gonna join yours. This game session is no longer available. See these jerseys. We coming. My son slung 3 at-shoes right to the touchdown in 12 seconds.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. A good-looking return set up here.
That little return defense looked too sweet, son. They look too sweet over there.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
They don't speed on them niggas.
So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start. But I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Come on, fellas. We basically know what we're going to do. So apply pressure. That's the number one thing.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker with another carry. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They came together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's complete to Penny Hart. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. Really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
11 more on that one and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
To the air again, Smith. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Back to throw, Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone.
What the fuck?
And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
Why did he be kicking like that? I couldn't even see the shit on the screen.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Smith on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
There you go. Good thing they didn't give me roughing the passer,
And
too.
the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Second down, here's Chubb again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense tries.
There really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back in the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their
that's a fumble, ref. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage,
he's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the red zone now, Smith. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll look to run with Dallas. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Another run again is Dallas. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side-eyes.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the red zone now, Watson. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Play action. It's Smith. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Let's go now.
Now Smith. hits his target. Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half. And now Watson throws another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
You want to run it back one more time?
Quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least more.
Come on, fellas, we ready. No more mistakes, huh? We threw all the intros we could throw last game. That was enough intros for 2 games.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns.
Send it again. since when we have to wait on a game to load? On PS5, I think it's crazy.
Yo, what the?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead.
What the fuck going on?
That shit went in the game though, but they said you left before they went in the game.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First play, Watson to the air. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
What's your mark?
Yeah, man.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They go up the middle with Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Something weird. I don't know.
Second down. Here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll try the air now with Watson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Yo, you dropped it?
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
What y'all doing down here? I get in the red zone and start playing like I don't know who.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Up the middle they run. It's Walker, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
On 4th down, Smith. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 1st and goal from the 3. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
I don't hit like how I be wanting y'all to hit, son. I'm trying to look at the hitter. That kicker trying to pop that ball on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score. As
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. Come on. Run that nigga down.
One thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw again on 2nd down, Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack on 1st down, Smith. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
Yeah,
that's a good catch that play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Oh yeah. The ball gotta pop out. Miles Garrett can't keep tackling him and he's not dropping the ball. Son, what are we playing?
Miles Garrett. That is
Hey,
now 2
fuck, he got the
sacks
ball
for him
glued to
here
his
in this
hand?
first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw
He ain't about to
a
throw
better
it.
pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is close. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Smith keeps it on the sneak. And he'll take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return from his end zone is
hell no, man.
the lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Y'all not tired of what y'all doing?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot here before break. Smith, he lets it fly for Lockett.
Oh my God, none of us caught it. Come
In the
on.
middle of the field and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Yeah,
And this one goes nowhere.
Yeah.
Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
Fuck.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Smith. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Geno now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
To try again after the sack. Smith.
Yeah, throw the ball
They
out.
got him again. Miles
What the fuck is he doing?
Garrett dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They run it again with Chubb. Runs over a second time. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Yo, what the fuck?
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A give running right is Chubb. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Chubb will get the call running left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to get this underneath to Dallas. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Straight ahead running, here's Dallas. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll try and run, it's Dallas. And this time he is in. DJ Dallas taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Gino's going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A run for Nick Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. On the ground, it's Chubb. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Chubb. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Throwing now, Watson. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory.
Lock in sometimes. Be serious on them. Don't play them all again. You controlling the clock. You controlling everything. Defense, offense, returns. When we get a touchdown on all angles, that's when we're at our best. Like Chuck doing his thing, like everybody, just everybody. Like once we doing that, you average 5 yards a run, you won. And you ran it 20 times and you average 5 yards a run, you won. Nigga can't tell you nothing no more in the game. Yo. What's up? Be here, don't worry.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup.
Oh, man. He can duck off like I ain't used to play in that stadium. Like a book, you could get cooked like a book or a rook or PDF note. Come on, turn up, fellas. Shout out PGF note. On a book. Okay, we got somebody.
Rudy Kyle says, suggest you
Duck,
pass.
duck, goose. Hello, you here? Don't tell me you're not here. It's a good quarterback. I get to play against that. Geno Smith wasn't bad just that though, but those games was epic. I ain't gonna lie, he cooked me that second game. Mistakes though, you don't make no mistakes. The name of the game is mistakes. You make mistakes, it's over.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles.
It's crazy, son. We turned up. I ain't gonna lie. We did what we had to do and fought strong. That was a good fight. Good fight. I swear, we ain't fold not one time. And we switched the defense. But when he thought it was going to stay sweet forever, we wasn't going to bring that blitz. That Blitzington changed the whole shit. It always comes down to the Blitzington. Who it is? We got somebody in here or this computer? Or the same person? Oh, man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Nick Chubb won a big game for us. Win another one. Win them games, win them games, win them games, win them games. You gotta win them games. Win them games, win them games. Talking about winning games.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
You want the real bread, it's all about your whip game.
The linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Watson swings this out for Hunt. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. On 2nd and 7, Watson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Touchdown, Browns! Kareem Hunt. And a running touchdown. And the Browns will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
That's the mistake of playing. That's the mistake of you playing by yourself.
Extra point by
you try to guard that man.
And it's now a 7-0 game. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
I'm in the building, man. Joe Bangs the boss.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And out across midfield down to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and 2, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. It's Eckler again. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he walked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Taven Bryan with a nice play defensively.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Herbert. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Josh Palmer. 35 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it,
2nd and 11 now. Here's Watson. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Watson. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That was one that I kind of saw coming. Charge had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to throw here, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The tackle there by John Johnson. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll go down at the 28. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, his defender got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.